Hello, everyone, and welcome to the podcast for Hero vs. Villain. Tonight's episode, we had the main plot. Mr. Simpson calls an assembly to address the offending fundraising website of Degrassi Nudes, and Zoe comes up with a pretty brilliant plan to use, her previous experiences with the whole, nude aspect to kind of get it on her favor and kind of throw off the scent of people, suspecting that she or anyone on the Power Squad team would have anything to do with it. But it kind of backfires at the actual assembly when somehow some pictures are getting out and they are leaked, and we don't know exactly who it is from, or at least the characters on the show don't know who it's from, but us viewers all have an idea of where it is coming from. And I gotta say, a great scene tonight. Frankie, some incredible acting in that scene, and it was very emotional, just to see her kind of get her sort of revenge and kind of tell off Zoe. But then, Zoe, kind of came to and decided to not go with her revenge on Frankie and delete the picture she took of Frankie, but things are still all falling apart. And I'm excited to see how this will all be resolved in the finale coming up here in just a couple of weeks. Now, in the subplot, Tristan is trying to make up with Miles, but realizes that Miles seems to still be into Maya. And in this episode, Tristan sort of gets his revenge on Miles, after the horrible things that Miles said to Tristan previously. Now Tristan has a few choice words for Miles, and it was extremely emotional and powerful scene. And I have to say, I'm glad that Tristan stood up for himself, and hopefully he actually will not go back, to Miles. Would be very disappointing if he did, but I did like that plot, and I do want to see if they're going to try and put Miles and Maya back together again. And finally, in the last plot, Allie learns Claire's secret, that the baby is really Eli's. And in another great scene in the episode, Drew finds out from Dallas, because of course Allie confesses to her boyfriend. And a lot of great acting and a lot of great moments in this plot, and it was a shame that it was the shortest one, because there was so many great, emotions and acting between everyone involved. Allie, Claire, Dallas, Drew. I mean, that scene when Drew confronts Claire was heartbreaking as well. But I gotta say, probably the most shocking part of that plot, and probably of the whole episode, was Eli and Claire and their scene, and how Eli called Claire a whore. And I was just like, wow, that caught me completely off guard, and I was not expecting anything like that. And I can't wait to find out how Eli is going to react when he finds out the truth, and what this means for Eli and Claire. But that moment definitely caught me off guard, and one of the most shocking, unpredictable moments, I think, so far of this season. I mean, it's a small moment, but at the same time, when you look back and think of all the things that Eli and Claire have been through, I mean, it's a powerful moment. Just 2 episodes left now before we go to the mid-season break, and things are really ramping up now, so I'm excited to see how it's all going to end. Thank you so much, everyone, for listening, and I will talk to you all next week.